Hi, this is Lance Capel. This is Grand Canyon University, and this class is Bio 515. Today I'm doing my presentation on emmetropia, myopia, hyperopia, and the corrective measures for each. The first eye condition we are going to discuss today is emmetropia. A lot of people have not heard of emmetropia, so today I'm going to go into detail about what it is. Emmetropia is normal vision, 20/20 vision. Emmetropia is the refractive state in which a healthy eye in any individual achieves the perfect visual function. No corrective measures need to be given. Condition of normal eye where parallel rays are focused directly onto the retina and vision is perfect. Over 50% of all people have emmetropia. Emmetropia is the clinical term used by eye doctors to describe a person with perfect vision, again also known as 20/20 sight. This ideal condition describes an eye that has no refractive error or visual defects. The light that enters an emmetropic eye focuses perfectly on the retina, producing a precise, clear, and crisp image. Emmetropia is naturally occurring. A perfect vision is achieved without the help of a corrective lens or even squinting. Emmetropia occurs when the length of the eye and its optical power are in perfect balance. It is unclear why some people's eyes develop this perfect balance, though researchers believe that genetics, brain activity, and visual input in the environment all play a role. The next eye condition we are going to discuss is myopia. Myopia occurs when the eye grows too long, or the cornea and or eye lens are too curved relative to the length of the eyeball. A myopic eye focuses an image at the front of the retina instead of directly on the retina, causing blurry distance vision. People with myopia can see clearly up close, and this is a condition where the eyeball is too long or the cornea or lens are too curved and the light source is focused in front of the retina rather than exactly on the retina. When the parallel light comes in through the pupil or lens is too strong, and it distorts the image and it converges the light source so that it hits right before the retina, causing faraway images, faraway objects, and faraway light sources to be blurry. A near light source is focused on the retina without accommodations. Myopia affects clarity of vision for any distance image. The board in a classroom, the television, a clock on the wall, etc. This is because the eye is too long or the cornea, which is the clear front cover of the eye, is too curved. For the faraway images, the light is not hitting the retina properly. Myopia can be corrected using corrective eyeglasses or contact lenses and is noted on the eye doctor's optical prescription by a negative sign such as -1 or -2.25. I can relate because I am myopic, which we call nearsighted. I remember when I was around 8, I was sitting in front of the class and I couldn't see the board clearly. I was squinting, and my teacher told me told my parents, and then they took me in for an eye exam, and that's when I was diagnosed with myopia, and I also have an astigmatism as well. So that's one of the reasons why I chose this topic, because vision has always fascinated me, and wearing glasses most of my life, I can relate and understand the challenges people face with being myopic and struggling with seeing far away without our corrective lenses or contacts. I wanted to get into our next slide here. So the signs of myopia. Here are some signs. Blurry distance vision, which I touched on a little bit earlier. Squinting when reading the board or watching TV, also what I went through. sitting at close proximity to the TV or computer screen, sitting at the front of the classroom to clearly see the teacher and board, holding books close to the eyes, disinterest in playing sports that require clear distance vision, reduced clarity of vision as compared to friends and family. And if you look at our diagram here, or picture here, with myopes, the lens is too strong and the eye is too long. Compared to your hyperopes, and we're going to get into that next, the lens is too weak and the eye is too short. So just a contrast there between myopes and hyperopes. So here are some corrective measures for myopia. The best option for correcting myopia is a concave lens. Eyeglasses, contacts, and or LASIK surgery are a good corrective option for myopes. The concave light allows the light to be diverged further so that it actually hits the back of the eyeball, which is the retina. The retina is a thin layer in the back of the eye. I consider it the motherboard of our vision. Without the retina, we could not see. So, for those that don't know, light comes into the eye, hits the outer layer of the eye, the cornea first, and then it goes through the pupil, and then through the lens, at which point it hits the back of the eye, which is again that thin layer called the retina. So the concave light allows the light to be diverged further so that it actually hits the back of the eyeball. The retina has two types of photoreceptor cells. It has cones and it has rods. The cones allow us to see different colors. Now the three main colors we have are red, yellow, and blue cones. They allow us to see all the colors that we can see. So I just think of cones, colors. Rods usually only pick up images in grayscale, whites, blacks. They also help us with our night vision. They help us see shadows, and rods are more numerous than cones, and they are in the retina portion. These are the things connected to synapses, and they will convert those light rays into electrical impulses that get sent to the brain via the optic nerve. A concave lens is going to take in the parallel source, and it's going to go through our lens in our eye, and then it's going to diverge the light rays out further, and this allows the light rays to travel further and hit where it needs to in the back of the eye instead of being short. This can come in the form of eyeglasses or contacts or, again, LASIK. The next eye condition, which I kind of touched on a little bit earlier, is hyperopia, which is farsightedness. Now, hyperopes, they're the opposite of myopes. Their strength is seeing far away, and their weakness is up close vision. Up close for them is blurry, and the eyeball is too short, and near light source is focused behind the retina, and it appears blurry. A far light source is focused on the retina without accommodation. Again, nearsightedness is a refractive error that makes nearby objects look blurry. It happens when the shape of the eye makes light focus behind the retina instead of on it. In this case, the eyeball is either too short or the lens is too weak. And the image, instead of being focused in front of the retina, it's now going to be focused behind the retina, which causes up-close images to appear blurry. A far light source is focused on the retina without accommodation, and there are a few ways this can be fixed as well. The best option for correcting hyperopia is a convex lens. Eyeglasses, contacts, and again, or LASIK, the surgical procedure. Like in myopia, eyeglasses and contacts are a way to fix this, but instead of a concave lens, we are going to have a convex lens. Convex lens allows the parallel light rays that are coming into the eye to be converged at a focal point in the back of the eye. The lens is too weak, and it converges the light at a distance that is too far from the retina. It puts the image behind the retina. In this case, with our corrective lenses, it allows the light rays to be converged before it hits the lens of the eye, and allows the image to be displayed onto the retina. So there's cones and rods, and those light rays can pick up the light rays and convert them to those signals and send them back to the thalamus in the occipital lobe. Eyeglasses and contacts with that convex lens can improve this condition as well as LASIK. And again, LASIK is a surgical procedure that uses a laser to change the shape of the cornea, and that helps to mimic what an eyeglass or a contact would do if they needed it. So for hyperopia, we need a convex lens because the eyeball is too short. And in this case, would change the structure of that cornea to mimic a convex lens, so that when the light rays come in through the eye, they are converged before they hit our lens, so that the image can be displayed onto the retina, and so that there is no blurriness. And these are my references, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation and learned some valuable information about the eye and the different eye conditions: emmetropia, myopia, hyperopia. Thank you.